Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
Hello everybody, hello and welcome to John on a Bike, and this is the first video of 2025, so a bit of a belated Happy New Year to everybody as well. Now, a lot of you probably remember a few years back that I bought myself a gadget, actually a gadget I thought I would never actually buy, but a gadget that's been brilliant. It's been, well, I suppose in a way, a kind of a lifesaver. Well, I think it is anyway. It could be a lifesaver, put it that way. And that gadget is my Garmin Varia. That's it here. I've had this a couple of years now, and it's one of those things I never thought I'd buy. I was thinking when I bought it, why do you need a... oh, just in case anybody doesn't know what this is, sorry, I should explain what this is. The Garmin Varia is a gadget that basically watches the road behind you. It basically looks out for you, and it lets you know when there's vehicles coming behind you. It gives you a warning on your computer, and it's brilliant. It really is. It flashes up on your display, a little icon on the side of your computer, and tells you when cars are approaching behind. So it gives you the heads up that you've got traffic approaching behind you. And I always thought, well, what's the point of one of them? You can just look behind you. And this doesn't take away from the fact that you still should look behind you, but it gives you that extra set of eyes looking behind you. You know, it gives you that extra protection, a bit of a heads up, and it's brilliant. For example, you know, if you're going down the road and you see a pothole, you think, can I get around this? Rather than turning around, looking around, by which time you could have just gone over the pothole, you can just quickly glance down within a second, say there's no cars coming behind you, and swerve around the pothole. You know, that's just one example. But yeah, brilliant. And it's one of those things I never thought I'd buy. I just thought, a bit of a gimmick, a bit silly, you know, because they can be quite expensive. I mean, I think this was about £160 or something when I bought it, but I had discount, I had money off. There was like an offer on or something, so I got money off. But they can be quite expensive, and I just thought at the time, I thought, I'll give it a punt, I'm going to give it a go, and I'm pleased I did. It's been absolutely brilliant. Now I mentioned that's the Garmin Varia there, because I've been contacted by a company, Magicshine, who wanted me to try theirs out. They've got a radar of their own that they've brought out. That's the box there. And they asked me, they saw my video of the Garmin Varia and said, you know, we saw your review of the Garmin Varia, we liked it, but we'd like you to try ours out in comparison. They wanted to try them both together. And just to be completely honest, they've sent me this free of charge, this new radar, but this is all my own words, this is all my own review. They didn't tell us what to say, anything like that. They want a proper review done. They just thought, you know, since I'd done a review of the Varia, would I do a review of their Magicshine? It's called, well, it's from the company called Magicshine, but the actual device is called the R300. SEEMEE R300, that's what it's called. Now the specs of this SEEMEE R300, I've got some wrote down here, is it's got 100 hours of runtime, which is very impressive, very impressive. But of course, you know, it depends on what mode you have it in, of course. I think the 100 hours is if you don't have the radar on. I think it is one of them, or maybe they're lighting it on, one of the two. But you know, that's the maximum amount of runtime you're going to get out of it. And it's got a detection range of 140 meters, so detect cars behind you up to 140 meters, which I think is the same. I'm sure it is the same as the I'll check that, as the Varia. I've got it wrote down here. Yeah, they're both the same. They're both the same. So it's got a very, very bright light on it, which can go up to 300 lumens. But that 300 lumens basically comes on when a car's approaching behind you, up to 70 meters away. 300 lumen flash will come on to like warn the car basically that you're there, and then it'll smart dim back down to a normal sort of brightness. So the 300 lumens is not there all the time, you know, it's just basically when it detects a car coming up close, which is really the best time to obviously have a 300 lumen light, is when, you know, a car's approaching. So that's pretty impressive. And the battery recharges just over 2 hours. So it's got a very impressive set of credentials there, if you like. Very, very similar actually to the Garmin Varia. I wrote down the similarities, and it's very, very similar. And I'm going to open this box now. One thing I like about this box actually, I like the little zip along the top. Look, I know it's silly, but I just like it. So let's crack this open now, have a look and see what it's like and see how it compares to the Garmin Varia. So let's crack this box open and see what it's like inside. As I say, I love that zip along the top there, I think it's great. Get rid of the rubbish. So nothing else in there. That's the box. And you see it looks like a different design to the Varia, which is here. That's the Varia on the left there. You can see the specs there. The 300 lumens I mentioned. 100 hours of run time. But that's again, that's maximum. You know, that these are maximum figures. So bear that in mind. Nice box actually. It's kind of like a velvety thing. I know it's a silly thing, just a box, but it's quite nice when you get nice packaging. It's obviously well presented. See the details on the side there. It does also have a smart function as well. When you, if I remember right, I look at the details better. When you stop the bike, I think after 5 minutes, I think it goes into like a sleep mode, so it doesn't waste the battery. So you can see the different times here. See all the different specs on the back there. So radar off. So yeah, 100 hours you see with the radar off. But with the eco flash on, you get 24 hours. So that's still very impressive. Day flash, 16 hours. So I think that's very comparable with the Varia. I think the Varia is 16 hours as well. In normal kind of daylight mode with the radar on. So it's comparable with Varia. So anyway, let's have a look. Let's open this up. Almost feels a magnetic there. I don't think it is, but could be. Very cool box though. Very cool box. Got some specs on the top there. It's got 2 buttons, which is nice. Always have to read the instructions and things to work out how to use it. And also probably have to charge it before I can try it on the bike. But that's very nicely presented. Very nice. Makes all the difference, I think, doesn't it, on the product when it's packaged very nicely like this is. And that's it there. And that's it there. So it looks very similar in size wise to the Garmin Varia. I'll just move that box out of the way. I'll bring the box back in a minute because there's more inside the box. But as you can see, very similar height. This is thicker. The Garmin Varia is thinner. And it does have a twist lock on the back, as you can see here. Not bad difference in size really, not a huge difference. Obviously the SEEMEE R300 is like chunkier. Get a bit closer there, it's chunkier. Hopefully it focus okay. As you can see, there's the 2 buttons on the top. The Garmin Varia has 1 button on the top to turn off and on and off. This one has a 2, which could be very interesting. So, got some tape on here somewhere, I've just felt it. What's that say? Before first use, please remove protective film on the lens. So I've got a bit of protective film on here, so I'll take that off. There we go, and that'll be the radar in there. So I'm taking that to the light, and that was for the radar. I would assume, or is it the other way around? We'll soon find out. You'll see it very nicely packaged, very nicely packaged. I'm very impressed with the packaging, very impressed. So this is obviously the cables, because it tells you. You can see on there, but it's got like a thing there to show that the cables are in there. So you've got your cables in here. And the mount, I think, as well. Yeah, the mount in there. A couple of mounts. So you've got 2 mounts. So you've got the mount. So it is a smaller mount actually. It's a very, very petite mount, that isn't it? I've never seen one that small before, because the Varia is a little bigger, sort of standard size twist mount. That's a very small, petite one, if you would say that. And then another mount there, I'm assuming that's to fit maybe different size or a different place on your bike, I don't know. And then obviously your charging cable. And then for this side, we're going to have the instructions. Nice box though, very nice. Very nicely presented, I like it. And then of course, the instructions in here. which I'll have to check out to work out how to use it before I try it out. One thing I have noticed is it's heavier. I don't know actually what the weight is. If I can find out, I'll put it on the screen here, but it definitely is heavier. It's not a ton weight, but you know, it's got a fair bit of weight to it compared to this. This you can't really feel you're holding it. That one you can feel you're holding it. But that might equate to a longer battery life, who knows. Feels well constructed, feels sturdy. And I like the look of it. It's very smart looking. Very smart. I don't know, I think it might be a lot smarter looking than the Varia, to be honest with you. The Varia is like, it's okay, but this one's got a bit more pizzazz, if you like, if that's the right word. So yeah, very smart. I think it looks very, very smart. So obviously the proof when they put them when I tried it on the bike, but so far I'm very impressed. Very nice quality and very nice packaging too. So as you guys know, when somebody asks me to review a product, I always ask for a discount. And Magicshine have very kindly offered a 15% discount on their international website. So at the moment it's £129.99, and that's the normal price, which is a very good price actually. Very good price. I mean the Varia, the price fluctuates with that. I've seen it on sale for like I say £160 of things, but obviously it could be cheap at the moment. You know, the price is up and down all over the place, but I think it's very comparable at the moment. So £129.99 would be 15% discount, so that takes it down to £110.49. That's dollars, sorry, that's dollars, which would be £89.97 in UK pounds. There's a UK website as well, and on the UK website, there is no discount from Magicshine. It never gives a discount from the UK for the UK website, only for the international website. But when I went there, I did notice that there was a subscription offer. So if you subscribe to them, you get a 10% discount anyway, which takes it down to from 119, which is what the full price is on there, down to £107. So yeah, I get a discount on the UK website as well, but that's just because you know you're going to subscribe to them. So you know it's worth checking that out. So not bad prices really. I say a very reasonable price, I think. So I've given the light a little bit of a charge. I give it a charge for an hour, and according to the instructions to switch it on, I just need to press this button here. And you can see the light's on, and there we are. Oh, that's bright. That is very bright. I do like these flashing strobes down the side. I don't know if you can see here, which the Garmin doesn't obviously have. I do like that. So it has a light at the top. I don't want to shine straight in the camera because it'll blind you, but it has a light here where my thumb is, and it has a ring of lights going around as well, if you don't see there. Obviously you can change the modes with the computer. You can change the mode on your bike computer, or you can change it on the unit itself. But that is very bright. So I've brought the light in a little bit of a darker area so you can see the flash modes better. So the mount is very easy to go on the bike. Goes on my seat post absolutely fine there. Just an elastic band kind of effect, which just pulls on the little tab there to hold it on. Just goes in, it clips in like that. Now to compare it to the Garmin, I kind of put them both on at the same time because the computer wouldn't pick both radars up at the same time, but I've come to the exact same spot as I tested the Garmin in, so I thought that was the only fair way of doing it. So far actually it's working well. Actually, I've just came down that road behind us there, and it picked up well. It picked up the cars very well. So we're going to park here and this little nearby, and I'm going to see how well it does in comparison to the Garmin. So I think that's a good fair test. And there we go. It's picked it up on the computer. See, it's gone to green because the car's gone past. And just like the Garmin, what it'll do is basically if it picks up a car going fast, it'll go red. And then if when the car goes past, it'll turn to green to tell you that the car's gone past and it's safe. So far seems to be working well. I've got the light, the radar, well, the light in the radar controlled from the computer, so I can tell it obviously what flash mode to use, and it seems to be working well with that. I've got it set on slow flash, which as you can see there, it's doing slow flash. R300 is compatible with most cycling computers like the Hammerhead, Garmin computers and things like that, bike computers, so you know you can control it. So it's very, very easy to set up. So if we're going to sensors on the Hammerhead Karoo, see the SEEMEE just there, and then on here you see they change the different light modes. And the moment I've got it set on slow flash. So car coming now, it's just coming on that corner there, you can just see it there, van. And there we go, it's picked it up straight away. There's two up actually, it's picked two up. So two, a van and a car. There you go. And you can see that's gone to green. So that's worked really, really well. Really well. And that is comparable to the Garmin. So it goes to yellow when they go to normal speed. And when they go past like that's just done, it goes back to green. So that worked really well. I can't see any difference between that and the Garmin, to be honest with you. Picked up the cars very well. It can pick up to 8 cars as well, just like the Garmin, and it is waterproof. Has water protection, which is good, which is very handy. But yeah, very, very comparable, good price. I think on the whole it's extremely good radar and light, and very, very bright. A lot of flashing modes, very, very bright flashing modes, and can't fault it. So yeah, get yourself along to the website, which I'll put in the link, with a discount code, and grab yourself a cracking little device which could just save your life. I'll give you a very, very good warnings at least of what's behind you. So as always, thank you very much for joining us. Thank you for watching the channel, and I'll see you all later. Take care out there. See you all later. Bye bye.